Comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Good morning. Happy Monday. I can't hear anything because I don't have my volume up enough. What's up, nerds? It's Monday, October 27th. It is a chilly and rainy late October morning here at the Comics and Studio. We've got Titus, Lord of Totterton, over here in his sweater and his fuzzy sockies. Oh my god, she got him in a really cute little stretch open. Good. It is the week of my favorite holiday, Halloween. And I unfortunately will not be streaming on Halloween. I'm so Do you see this nonsense? Do you see this? Listen, first of all, Dark, I'm taken. I just think I did release my anger with my booty. My gosh, you're knocking everything over out of rage. I mean, he is a Sith Lord. Anger is kind of his thing. I always underestimate its size. Oh, God, I'm telling you. You need to get it together, Darth. Listen, you're a mess. You're a mess. It's a mess. Well, with that being said, make sure you have the like button smashed and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with more destruction. Because that's what we do here. Hey, look, I got new toys. Dave surprised me. I got a Guy Gardner and Mr. Terrific. And they're not fully posable, but they're posable enough, I guess. No. That'll just fall over and cause more loud noises. I don't know where to put them now. I don't know what to do with my hands. We'll just put them down here. How's that? That's better. What's up? Reminder. The reason why I'm not streaming on Halloween with a 5th Halloween look is because I'm having surgery on Thursday. They are removing hardware from my knee. And then the 5th, I'm having a procedure on my lower spine. So, Surgery Fest 2025 is upon us. Now, it's time for my favorite part. Let's yell good morning to everyone in the chat. Remember, my screen is so small right now. Why is it so small? I don't know how to make it bigger. I just don't. That's what she said. Anyway, remember, members and super chats get their good mornings first. Because, you know, that's only fair, right? Right. So let's yell good morning to the chat. Good morning, Lieutenant Deranged Lunatic. Good morning. So far, I think he's the only member in the chat, but that's okay. Moving on. Buenos dias, Fernando. Buenos dias, sir. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Scaro Scuttlebutt Podcast. It's the Podfather, Rosif. Hello. Yes, Halloween week. My favorite hashtag group. I know. Listen, first of all, Darth has a problem. He's very handsy. He's a Me Too. He's a Me Too issue, just waiting to happen. And then, you know, I underestimate the size of my rear frequently. And so I get, oh my God, oh, he's grabbed me again. And I run into him and he falls over and he knocks over everything behind him. So it's a thing. It's a thing. It is booty abuse. Good morning, Bad Club. Good morning. Fernando says, welcome to DERRY was hot. That was one crazy mutant baby. Then who kissed? I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I believe that the horror genre is Andy Muschietti's genre, and he needs to stick to it. I don't think the comic book thing is his genre. He did have a couple Easter eggs. The one kid, he was at dinner, at Seder dinner. He had a Flash comic with him. And then up in his bedroom, he was reading a Batman comic, a Golden Age comic, not Silver Age. Silver Age didn't start until 1966. And this is supposed to be, I think, 57. It's mid-50s, I believe. So, anywho, being a bit of an actuating nerd. And I maintain that mutant baby is an Easter egg for the Flash as well. Because what do you think is going to happen to a baby if you stick it in a microwave? And I love the fart joke. Okay, I love a good fart joke. And that was funny. That was funny. It wasn't me. Well, who else could it have been? And then she bolts out of the room. That was great. And then her name in the credits is Fart Girl. So that's some good stuff. I enjoyed it. So here we go. I'm looking forward to watching season 2 or episode 2. Now, as far as I understand it, it's a bit of an anthology series. Like there's going to be a different story every episode. So we'll see. Fernando says, surgery on Halloween is risky. I will be praying for you. Well, it's the day before Halloween. It's on the 30th, but thank you. Prayers always welcome. And I've had so much surgery in my life. Like I literally came home from the hospital when I was born in a cast. Had so much surgery in my life. You would think that it would get like a little bit, of old hat, and it doesn't. It gets harder. It gets a little bit more. Freaks me out more and more every time because it feels like I'm playing roulette in a sense. So, good morning, contributing editor Kino. And are you still a lieutenant in the Nerdling Army? I can't tell. I can't see the thing. But good morning. Anywho, let's get on to some headlines, everybody. Maria says, I enjoy anthologies. I do too. Sometimes. I think it really depends. It really depends on the anthology, as long as it keeps me, really, really interested. So far, so good with the It series. We are one episode in. And I've dug it. I've watched the first 2 episodes. Speaking of new series, there's a new series on Anne Rice's Talamasca. For those who do not know, in the Anne Rice books, her vampire books, her witch books, etc., there is a secret organization known as the Talamasca. We watch and we are always there. And I've always found the Talamasca absolutely fascinating. They are this organization that is millennia old. They've always been there, and their entire purpose is to record the supernatural, to study and record it, never to interfere, but I guess just for posterity's sake to record it. A lot of them have psychic abilities themselves, ESP, telekinesis, photokinesis, all that stuff. Now you guys know, not a fan of the Interview with the Vampire and the Mayfair Witches series. I would light a match and light those series on fire. It's if given the opportunity. They have changed so much. The Mayfair witches, they've basically ripped out the Witching Hour and Taltos and Lasher books and just wiped their asses with it and said, okay, here you go. Here's the script. They've changed virtually everything. It's like they waited until after Anne Rice died. And then a year later, it's like, all right, let's fuck some shit up. It's so insulting because her books are so nuanced and creative. And if the purpose for changing things was for diversity and inclusion, then you're idiots. Because she has so much diversity and inclusion in her books. Like, seriously, if you're reading one of her books and you've hit page 6 and you haven't come across like gay sex or a person of color of substance, then you're reading it wrong, sweetie. Like, try again. It's seriously, there's no purpose, like no need to do any of that. And they really, really, really screwed up when it comes to Mayfair witches. As well as Alexandra Daddario has the charisma and acting ability as a wet paper bag. Sweetie, you're beautiful. Great. But emotions, let's try them. Let's try that a little bit. But I promised my friend Bo I would watch the Talamasca series because there isn't enough information about the Talamasca in her books that if you changed that you could add plenty to it and it wouldn't be changing anything substantial. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's information about it, but there's enough room to be creative and flesh things out. I've watched the first 2 episodes. There's a couple things that I'm like, okay, I'll just keep watching to see where this goes. Okay. Because they've got Elizabeth McGovern as a lead in this series and a couple of other recognizable. Jason Schwartzman is in it, but he plays a vampire and it's like, okay. But the Talamasca, I've always thought it would be a great idea for a film or a series. I mean, seriously, just they've inspired me a lot with my books, with my comic. I have a similar organization. They're known as the Brotherhood of the Abgal-Da. Obviously, it inspired the Watchers Council in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and in Highlander. I don't know. Super good. Check it out. Fernando, no Alexandria slander. She's my dream wife. Good morning, Ventus. Thoughts on James Gunn potentially leaving the DCU is 5-year. I've been told he is. I've done a couple streams about it, but I have some sources that are extremely reliable, respectable. They're not known to be bullshitters, and they don't want their name used at all. So they have no, what's the word I'm looking? They don't have a dog in this fight. First of all, they do not have a dog in this fight. They don't gain anything for telling me this information, and they stand to lose quite a bit. But I've been told that Gunn just wants to be a filmmaker. And we're going to get to that because it kind of coincides with our main topic. But, oh, I forgot my footstool. That's a problem for me. Gunn loved the idea of being a CEO, a studio head, and filmmaker and stuff. But then he was like, whoa, it's a lot of work. I'm spread way too thin. And it's kind of shown. The cracks have shown. So he's after the sale, after his contract's up, he's out. Which show? Let me know which show. I'll help. Kino, that sounds like a great detective show. Love, please don't ruin it like Interview. Oh, tell you what. I mean, we're 2 episodes in and my skirt's not blown up. I feel like so far it's not been given the Talamasca feels more reverent and shadowy, and I don't know the right word, just really, really reverent. Think gothic. Think old, like old secretive librarians with telepathic powers kind of thing. And Fernando, are all the shows from the novels of Anne Rice? Yes. You have Interview the Vampire, which is based on the Vampire Chronicles. A little backstory on me. I've read virtually every book Anne Rice has put out. When I had my amputation in 1994, when I was 14 years old, internet was not like a common thing in everyone's home. And I didn't have like cable in my room or like anything like that. So I had my foot amputated and I didn't have anything to do really while I was convalescing at home. So I literally just read all day long, and I read every single one of the Vampire Chronicle books that was available, that was published at the time. And then I went on to read, the Witching Hour books and Ramses the Damned Violin. Anyway, huge Anne Rice fan. She got me through a really rough time in my life. I've been to her house in the Garden District on First Street, the house that is very prominently mentioned in the Witching Hour books and in the series. But I've been there. I stole a brick. Very, very important to me. Very important to me. Dang it. Don't know my own strength. Listen. I did it again. This time I knocked over War Machine too. Okay, everybody. Okay. I need super chats to pay for a butt reduction. Gonna need a butt reduction. Okay. I can't really see that well. But just in case. All right. Okay. Saving up for a gluteus minimus. Anyway. Anne Rice books are like, whew. So when I saw how much they had changed and trashed everything, like with no regard to how important these characters were, the specifics as to why she made them the way she did, just really broke my heart for her, especially someone who has created a world and characters. Makes me sad. Good morning, Lieutenant Backyard TARDIS. Is my audio still messed up? Is it? Yeah. Talamasca. Okay, so Talamasca, it is a series about a secret organization that studies and records supernatural things like vampires, witches, Taltos, demons, ghosts, etc. So far, all I know about it from the 2 episodes is there's a new recruit, and he's kind of reluctant, but he's signed up to find out what happened to his mom, and he has telepathy. He can read minds. That's what I know. Can you hear me now? Is this better? It is. It's a demolition stream. Now, it's reminds me of Aunt Fanny from Robots. Hey, homie. No, thank you. Robots. Let me know if you can hear me better now. Is DL the only one with the problem, or everyone? I'm gonna. There. Let's try that. Good morning, Omari. Let's try that. All right, guys. Let me know if the audio is better. Take a sip of coffee. Audio is good. Okay. All right, let's check in. Yeah, Aunt Fanny. Who was it who called me Aunt Fanny last stream? All right, in away we go. Listen, I'm watching you. I think I'm gonna have to put you like there. There, Darth. I am like a quarter robot, so did you know that? I'm a quarter robot. Good morning, Ensign Loki. No more Ben Solo cope, please. Well, here's the thing. Good morning. Thus. Good morning. Okay, so let's start with Ben Solo since Loki said something. And now I can't find all the stupid pictures. I'll just have to try and Google it. Fans pay for hunt for Ben. That's a D, Danielle. All right. There it is. So the Raylos are really taking this hard. The Raylos are really taking this hard. First of all, Ben not going solo. Good morning, Chimera. Ben not going solo anymore. So Steven Soderbergh has revealed that one, it was really tough keeping this secret. He didn't want to. And also that The Hunt for Ben Solo was the first time Lucasfilm had a finished script that got rejected by Disney. They had a finished script. I asked Kathy Kennedy if Lucasfilm had ever turned in a finished script for greenlight to Disney and had it rejected. She said no. This was a first. They also paid $3 million for it. They paid $3 million. Rebecca Blunt was the screenwriter. Scott Z. Burns was paid more than any other screenwriter in Lucasfilm history to complete the script. Kathleen Kennedy, Dave Filoni, and Carrie Beck were directly involved throughout development. The film had a final script, budget, and was ready to start filming before they presented it to Disney and got rejected. Good morning, Hunter Iggy. So there's that. And then the Raylos have just absolutely ran with this. Someone paid for it. This disposable income these kids have is blowing my mind. Okay, so there's this. Someone paid for this. Is this Times Square? They paid pennies. The disposable income these kids have to spend on this stuff. it kind of blows my mind. For Adam. So I guess for Adam Driver, no one's ever really gone. Hope lives. Ben is alive. Hashtag THBS. The hunt for Ben Solo. And then they also paid for a plane to fly over Lucas Disney offices with the banner. The social media, Raylo social media has not stopped about it. They're losing their minds. And I can't help but feel like that this is all on purpose. This is all on purpose. They're doing this to test the waters to see if it would sell. And then the next thing you know, we're seeing it's greenlit again. Or it gets greenlit. Look behind me and make sure I don't knock shit over again. And I was worried about my action figures falling. Huh. Here we go. I feel like this is just dipping their toes in the water to see if it would, how well it would do. And I mean, Facebook, Threads, Twitter, Instagram, literally everywhere. The Raylos are going crazy with this hashtag, the hunt for Ben Solo. These kids are paying for banners and bulletin boards. It's killing me. Like, if you have that kind of money, then you can get your own place. Like, get off your mom's couch. Seriously. Lieutenant Backyard TARDIS, I don't want a Ben Solo show. I don't get why suddenly everyone thinks this is a good idea. I think it's the coulda, shoulda, woulda of it. They wanted Grogu over Ben Solo. And then you've got the Raylo kids, the shippers. Shippers are weird, man. Shipping is weird. Anyone who has any kind of fascination or fixation on anyone's sex life, fictional or otherwise, it's just weird to me. Like, so weird. So these kids are just lashing onto it. They need a soapbox. They need a soapbox. And the Acolyte's not coming back. It's not happening. So DL says, if they're gonna throw their money away, throw it my way. Throw it my way. I need my gluteus minimus. I need to pay for streaming software. I need a new microphone and mic stand. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Come on, Raylos. Super chat me. Seriously. Backyard TARDIS. But I'm seeing people who don't like the sequel suddenly want this. Because I think they're seeing it as it's better than what we've got. This is the most united. I'm not saying it's entirely united. I'm saying it's the most united we have seen the Star Wars fandom in a long time. They have a mutual enemy, Bob Iger. Everyone's pissed at Bob Iger right now. And people like Josh from Den of Nerds are like, I owe Kathy Kennedy an apology. The hell you do? No, you don't. No, you don't. It's fine. Ensign Logie, next year, when Mandu Grogu doesn't do well, we will hear from these same people again, saying, see, you should have made the Ben Solo movie. It's the new scapegoat. It's the new thing. It's the new scapegoat. And I guarantee you they're taking a temperature. All of this that's going on here, they're taking a temperature. Fernando, I prefer The Hunt for Ben Solo instead of the Mando Grogu movie. I'm with you there. Because by all accounts, it's goofy as hell. From everything I'm hearing, it's goofy as hell. Like, it sounds like a TV show. By all accounts, Jon Favreau doesn't really want to do it anymore. He wants out. He's over it. Backyard TARDIS, for me, I would take a Rey film over a Kylo movie. He was a whiny bad guy that threw hissy fits and constantly got his butt kicked. He was. I am a robot. He was a JP from Grandma's Boy. Basically, Chimera. Call it Solo. No more. A spin-off sequel in the new Solo film series. And from what we've heard, Driver didn't like the whiny Kylo. He was supposed to be redeemed and all this other stuff, and then they went this direction. He was like, oh, well, I'm contractually obligated, so okay. Well, I feel like they're taking a temperature with all this, the Hunt for Ben Solo stuff. But anywho, there's that. There's that. If you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about it, leave it in the chat below. We're going to move on to other things. Yes, we are. Remember, there's only 3 streams this week. Only 3. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Chimera, I liked his redemption. The worst part was forcing them together after getting sibling vibes from them. Hey, man, they were trying to do the whole original trilogy thing. That's a little Star Wars, the little incest. Oh, come on, Tiny. Dog's being a butt. He's being a butt. All right. Moving on. Let's see. So much about Ben Solo. All right. So James Gunn has recently said that a Wonder Woman script is being written right now. Ana Nogueira is working on it right now, and that it is a top priority for DC Studios. It's unclear what stage the production is in and who's attached. Let's see if I can what I say? Canned. All right, looking it up now. On my production site. DL, Tiny doesn't want a Raylo movie either. Oh, here we go. Wonder Woman DCU reboot. Let's see. Got John Rickard as producer, Ana Nogueira as writer, Peter Safran, James Gunn. That's all we've got. Everything else is TBA. Standalone film featuring the Amazonian princess, part of the new DC universe, Princess Diana Themyscira. Wise, strong, and compassionate, leaves her hidden island to fight for peace in man's world. As Wonder Woman, she stands as a symbol of hope, justice, and the possibility of a world without hate or violence. Okay, here's the thing. Wonder Woman knows that hate and violence is always going to exist. It's how you react to it that matters. But So it is in production. She is writing it. It's being fast tracked, he says, but here we are in the midst of a merger imminent. All of this is up in the air. All of this is up in the air. And this is something that should have been done immediately. Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman should have been greenlit right away. Those are your tent poles. Those are your foundation for the DC universe. Those are the ones that the normies, the general audience, immediately recognizes, and you don't have to explain to them. And you use those characters to introduce characters like Condiment Man. Let's check in with the chat. Chimera, the writer who has never done a film yet, and we have yet to approve of her writing for Supergirl. This is not a good idea in my mind, says Chimera. I'm very curious. I do like what she has had to say about Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, or about Woman of Tomorrow. I do like what she's had to say because it was counter to what James Gunn said. But time, that's what we need. We need to see what she can do. Paradise Lost. Let's look it up. Honestly, we really can't trust anything Gunn says because it's our fault. We'll misunderstand it. It's all our fault. I see nothing in development for Paradise Lost. Absolutely nothing. I see Booster Gold. I see Waller. I see Wonder Woman. Nothing in development for Paradise Lost, which should absolutely be in development because this is what it's based on. This book is absolutely stunning. It is amazing. It is such a good story. Holy shnikes. Thank you so much, DL. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Thank you. Gluteus minimus, here I come. Highly recommend this book. This is one of my favorite comics of all time. It's really, really good. Think of it as a prequel to Wonder Woman's origin. Really, really good. It's like the genesis to the Book of the Amazons. Really good. They should have started on Paradise Lost right away. Right away. Amazing. Would be an amazing series. I'm going to put this back on the shelf. Carefully. But yeah, I see nothing in development for it. He claims that Wonder Woman is being fast tracked. Loki says he'd rather an unknown write it at this point. DC, I'm available. I have a few hours of my time available when I'm supposed to be sleeping. I'm sure I could work something. I am a preeminent expert on Wonder Woman. So, hello, hit me up. Dani at comics-and.com. Chimera, anyone can say the product is the decider to the audience. Give that man a cookie. He's a genius. Who are you that is so wise in the ways of science? Yes, you're absolutely correct. Absolutely. So very curious. The next year, next 6 months, is going to be very telling. Once we get a teaser, we'll know more. But final product is when we make our actual judgment. I'm going to be I'm going to scrutinize it. I'm going to scrutinize it. I'm going to be very hard on it. Wonder Woman is, it's my girl. She's my girl. She's my boy, Blue. She really is. I've got her everywhere. Literally everywhere. Omari. At this point, the entire Gods and Monsters slate is being fast-tracked. Well, they're going to have to, because is it going to happen? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Because some kind of merger is imminent. Is it going to be Paramount? Is it going to be Apple? Everyone's looking at it. Everyone wants it. Everybody wants some. Sorry, I got schmutz on my glasses. Okay. That didn't help much. I still think Adria Arjona is playing Wonder Woman, whether I like it or not. I mean, I really don't feel strongly about her casting one way or the other. I think Grace, what's her face, who played Miss Mary Marvel. I always want to say Miss Marvel, but Mary Marvel on Shazam 2. I think she would be a good Wonder Woman. But I think it's Arjona. I think it's her. So there you have it. Supergirl is reportedly going through 2 weeks of reshoots and likely adding scenes with Superman. Why? Why? Superman is not in Woman of Tomorrow. Not that any of that matters to James Gunn whatsoever. I mean, he's not. Greg Gillespie is directing. Ana Nogueira wrote it. James Gunn is producing, but Superman is not in Woman of Tomorrow. It is entirely Supergirl's book. Why? I don't think he needs to be in it. Do you think Superman needs to be in Supergirl? Unless we're showing her crash landing on Earth and meeting her cousin kind of thing. Does that need to happen? Chimera, the answer, in my opinion, is Gunn is fast-tracking Man of Tomorrow before he leaves. Who are you that is so wise in the ways of science? Superman will give a 2-minute explanation of who Lobo is. Possibly. Backyard TARDIS, neither is Lobo the main villain. Agreed. True. But, hold on. Might be having an asthma attack. The thing is with Woman of Tomorrow is that there are these montages that shows them on this trip, through space vacation, if you will. No, it's this journey from this red sun galaxy back to our galaxy. Okay. And they have to take this long kind of space bus ride back to our galaxy. And it only shows a couple of stops on the way in detail. So there's plenty of room to add Lobo to that. So that I'm giving them some grace on, because it leaves big gaps for that. Main villain? No, he's not. That's Creme of the Yellow Hills, and I believe they're still doing that. Pardon me. My belly's like, excuse me, bitch, you hungry? And I don't think he's the main villain in the movie. They're still showing it as Creme of the Yellow Hills, but they're making him like some kind of monster, which I don't. Again, why? don't know. I don't know. Who knows why madmen do what they do? Just needed to show my waddle there. Chimera, I just hope the story is done incredibly well. Most importantly, the dialogue not being cringe and too exposition-y like in Superman 2025. See, I was reading about something the other day. Second screen syndrome, second screen initiative. Google this after the stream to confirm what I'm telling you. But there is this directive, second screen directive or whatever, coming down from the studio executives that people are doing this now when they're watching movies and TV. So you have to make movies and TV shows that are easier to follow along with while people are on their phones and stuff. So you get dialogue of characters being super exposition-y. Sucks. It sucks. But that's where that's coming from. I'm hearing. And, well, reading. So, it's really helpful for people like the love of my life, who I love him. He's wonderful. He's very smart. He's kind of an airhead. And he has a hard time following along with movies and TV shows. It can be frustrating. Kara swears like a sailor and is drunk when we first meet her in Woman of Tomorrow. Let the movie be rated R. If they actually do Woman of Tomorrow, it should be. And Ana Nogueira said that's what she really liked about this Kara, was she had rough edges. You know, she's out there in this other galaxy kind of letting it all hang out because she can't really do that back here. She's got all this trauma and pain dealing with losing her entire planet. And so here she turns 21. She's got no one to hang out with. She can't even party under a yellow sun. So she goes to a red sun and lets it all hang out. And she swears quite a bit. She really do. Backyard TARDIS. I have a feeling the DCU is about to start falling over like items in Dani's background. Who's the Aunt Fanny in the DCU? Is it James Gunn? Is James Gunn the Aunt Fanny? All right. Let's just tie this right in to. So he says they're fast tracking Wonder Woman. Is being written now. Supergirl is getting some reshoots. Gunn confirms that the scripts for Creature Commandos Season 2 are completed, and he was reviewing them the other morning. James Gunn confirms scripts for Creature Commandos complete. So he's going through them, see if there's any rewrites that needs to be done, and then, of course, they'll get started on the voice acting. Again, they're gonna have to like really kick things into overdrive. They're gonna have to move a lot faster than they were with impending merger. We don't know who it is yet. The Writers Guild is already threatening to block it if it's Paramount. But if they want to get this stuff done and ready to go, because even if the new company wants to keep things as is in the DCU, or the new owners, okay, the new owners want to keep things as is in the DCU, it's still going to cause issues with stuff coming out. I mean, we've seen this with the Skydance issues with South Park, and a bunch of other things. Like, there's been issues with hearing about Revival season 2 because of merger issues. So they got to get it done. What do we got? Backyard TARDIS. I have a feeling the DCU is about. Well, yeah, you said that. I'm sorry. Chimera. Faith in Anna after she said. I have more faith in Anna after she said than I do in Gunn's advice and CEO notes to Anna on the Supergirl writing. Hunter, Dani, Snyder Bros say Woman of Tomorrow being like Guardians of the Galaxy Adventures is woke. None of that makes sense to me, honey. It is going to be kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy because it's in space, I guess, and there's a lot of crazy aliens. And it's woke because it's a lead with a woman, but it's Supergirl, so I don't know how it couldn't not be woke by that definition. Just the Snyder Bros are going to find a way to Snyder Bro everything. Period. That's just how that is. So James Gunn on Threads has been teasing storyboards, and he says this is sequence 3. We've got one blue paper right here. Wonder what that is. Curiousa. Good morning, Ensign Patricia. Hello. Good morning, Grape 60. Good morning. So, I'm concerned. The things that he did with the end of Peacemaker season 2, the things he said about it, the things he said about Supergirl. I've always been a big James Gunn as a filmmaker fan, but Peacemaker season 2 really, really disappointed me. Like, dude, you made me look bad, James Gunn. You made me look bad. I was singing your praises about season 1. It's like, I can't wait for Peacemaker season 2. This is going to be amazing. And you went around saying how amazing it's going to be. All the cameos. And just nothing. And he's not doing Salvation Run. He just took the name of the planet, which is strange to me. So now, Andy's including Brainiac in Man of Tomorrow, which Brainiac isn't actually in Man of Tomorrow. It's Lobo and Parasite. And Man of Tomorrow is really about Superman's beginnings as Superman. Like how he gets his suit and all that stuff. So he's clearly changing virtually everything about it. I'm just concerned more than anything. Like, I want to be excited for it. I want to be excited for the first time seeing Brainiac on the big screen in live action, but I just have huge concerns now because James Gunn really doesn't seem to hold any comic book source material sacred at all. Doesn't seem to care. Yeah, and what Chimera said, now Man of Tomorrow is focusing mostly on Lex Luthor and not Superman. That's right. That was the other bad guy in the film. It's Lex Luthor in his Prometheus suit. I don't know, guys. I've just been pretty let down so far. I mean, I liked Superman, but I didn't love it. I mean, my favorite characters from it was Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner Green Lantern. I wanted to love it. Wanted to love it, James Gunn. So it looks like he's moving pretty fast on Man of Tomorrow. Guy who? And I do really believe that it's because of this impending merger. He's got to get this stuff done and out there before anything solid happens. Because if it does, chances are whoever becomes the new owner will axe these things. And that's not just, James Gunn losing money, but also employees, people with families. These are their jobs, how they pay their bills. And let me tell you something, the crew on films, like the makeup and costume departments, I know for a fact they get a bi-weekly paycheck just like anybody. Okay, it's not like they're making some big salary payday. No, they get a paycheck every 2 weeks like anyone else. So you've got to get this stuff out. You got to get it out. You got to prove that your studio is making money, not just to save your job if he wants to keep it, which from what I'm hearing, he doesn't. He doesn't want to keep the CEO gig, but to protect the jobs of everyone else at this newborn studio. Kino says, according to Google AI, the blue page is a revision of the script after white script locked. Is this true? I don't know. I don't work at DC. Seriously, though, I have no idea. I don't work there. It could be different at different studios. Backyard TARDIS, have you read any of the previous Superman versus Brainiac script? We dodged some bullets. Yeah. No good. That was Kevin Smith, and that's the only name I remember is Kevin Smith, but he walked away from that or got fired. There was a couple of people working on that. Was Jonathan Peoples was the producer, was a hairstylist. We do have vision as a species. I'm just saying. But yeah, that's the Nick Cage one, and yeah, thank God that didn't see the light of day. But I genuinely feel like James Gunn was trolling us with Peacemaker season 2. It was basically so he could get a personal concert from Foxy Shazam. And he is now rushing to get things out before this impending merger. So, what do you guys think? Do you have any hope for it? Do you have any excitement at all? Any hype? Right now with everything, I'm just kind of we'll see. I do have some hype for Lanterns. I do. I have some hype for Lanterns. In the MCU area, I have hype for Vision Quest. I love you, Terry Metalis, you mad genius, you. But the rest, they've just, my heart's been broken so many times. I'm pretty sure all that's left is scar tissue. Okay. Just saying. But that's all I've really got for you guys today. There's not much going on. Not much going on. But I'll be back tomorrow and Wednesday. Remember, I'm not going to be here Thursday and Friday this week. Depending on how I feel, because this surgery is not going to be as serious as my last one. So it's not like I'm going to be out for 6 weeks like I was when they put the hardware in, because when they put that hardware in, they literally cut my leg in half and then put it back together with that hardware and some bone graft. And it was reconstructive surgery on your leg, 0 stars. Don't recommend. Wasn't the spa day I was hoping for. Wasn't the mom's vacation that I had expected. But they've assured me that this isn't going to be anywhere near like that I'll be up on crutches that day. So, but crutches are very difficult for me since my only other leg is, missing half of it, and I have a prosthetic. So, if I'm feeling up to it, I will be back next Monday. But if not, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know how I'm feeling. But I'll definitely be sitting for those streams, probably for a couple of weeks. But I will be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. All right. Yeah. If you will do me a huge favor, we are less than 600 hours away from full monetization. Full monetization. That means I won't have to remind you constantly that I need money to survive as a channel. Hopefully. Hopefully. Because right now, this is the only way I can keep doing this stream is by donations from subscribers like you to help me pay for the StreamYard and the Adobe stuff and the music licensing. Without you guys, I can't keep this going because I just don't feel right taking money from my family, like bill money for electric and food and house payments and stuff to pay for my thing here. It doesn't feel right in my mom heart. So to me, I have to make sure that the YouTube channel pays for itself, or else I just feel like I should not be doing it because how dare I? You're a mom. What's wrong with you? The mom guilt is a real thing. Okay. It's very real and it will keep you up at night. Anyway, I'm sorry. Awkward laughter. Anyway, I'm less than 600 hours away from full monetization. So do me a favor. Let's put on a playlist. We're going to do another giveaway once I hit 4,000 watch hours. I have some stuff. Okay. I have some stuff over here. So I am on the PR list for Cards Against Humanity, and they send me stuff all the time. I have Party Mouth, Contact, and Head Trip, all by the makers of Cards Against Humanity. I will be giving those away. I have stickers, and I'll give away another hoodie. So we've got to get the watch hours up. Everyone get your playlists going. We'll be giving away those games. So we'll have 3 winners for the games. So there'll be 4 winners this time. 3 for the games. One person each. One will win this. One will win Contact. One will win Head Trip. And then the big winner will win their own custom designed comics and hoodie. So get those playlists going. Less than 600 hours away. Let's go. In the meantime, if you want to help support the channel, the easiest and freest way possible is 1, hitting that like button, subscribing if you are new, and ringing the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more of this nerdy nonsense. And of course, if you want to help support the channel in other ways to help me keep paying for this stuff so my mom guilt doesn't eat me alive, you can also join the channel as a member. You get early access to stuff. You go to the front of the line when you request breakdowns or videos. You get your own emojis. You get access to the members only chat on the Discord. And oh my God, this weather has my asthma just in overdrive. And then on Thursdays when I don't have surgery, we have our Throwback Thursday theater on the members only Discord, where right now we're supposed to be watching Hercules: The Legendary Journeys. So there's that, and you get your own stickers, and certain levels get to become moderators of the channel, and there's some exclusive content, all for members only. Like right now, my members of the channel are able to read the script for my comic book. So please check that out. Let me know what you think. I could use feedback, but that's only for members of the channel and the Patreon, of course. So members of Nerdling Army get to check that stuff out. So there's that, and there's super chats. Super chats are always welcome. If you want to help support the channel in other ways, I have several options all listed in the description below, including this QR code right here. If you scan it, it takes you to buymeacoffee.com/comicsandmua, and you can chip in as little or as much as you can. There's also Cash App, $ DanielleSoncasie. That's Soncasie. That's how you say my name, Soncasie. It doesn't look like it. I promise you, that's how you say it and spell it. Please stop telling me I'm saying it and spelling it wrong. It's my name. I've had it for 45 years. There's also the original Nerdling Army over on patreon.com/comics. And just like the channel members, you get early access to video drops, exclusive content, but also you get exclusive merch. Merch you cannot get anywhere else. Merch that you get every 3 months for the first year of your membership. And it corresponds directly with your specific tier or rank in the Nerdling Army. We have 3 different ranks starting as little as $3 a month. You too can support the starving Dani. Look at me, I'm wasting away. There's also the official Nerdling Army merch store. Comics and merch store over on Etsy. comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. Hundreds of designs created by yours truly on unfathomable amount of products. You want a design of something super nerdy on a koozie or a mug or a pencil, it's probably there on my merch store. It's not just like my logo and stuff like that. I have stuff inspired by Dune, Star Wars, Star Trek, both. Marvel, DC, you name it. It's there at comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. Even Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Revival. So I also have an Amazon store. So if you need something from Amazon and you want to see what I recommend and you want to make sure I get a little kickback for that, check out my link in the description below, amazon.com/shop/comics and ... That's right. I have like 10 different lists, recommended reading, viewing, all kinds of stuff. Check that out. I'm also an affiliate for several companies, all in the description below, including my favorite, Zenni Optical, where I get my glasses. If you scan this QR code, I will save you 10% off your next pair of prescription, non-prescription, or sunglasses. Get the Zenni IQ lens with Zenni ID Guard. Okay, protect your eyes not only from the sun, but from Skynet with Zenni Optical. 2,500 different frames, y'all. Use my personalized link right there. Save you 10%. Yes. Everything I have just told you about can be found on my website at comics-and.com. All my reviews, all of my looks. If you missed all of my Halloween looks this year, they're all on the website, including all the previous years. So go to comics-and.com for that, for all of my reviews, news, updates, everything. Everything is on the website, comics-and.com. This podcast is powered by the Red 5 Network. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators here to educate and entertain you. So if you like this podcast, chances are you're going to love more of what the Red 5 Network has to offer you. So go to red5.bio.link today to discover more of the Red 5 Network. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna yawn. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you very much. DL says, I know a hip replacement hurts like hell, but I can't imagine what you went through. Dude, I've had so much surgery. When I was 9, I had my leg lengthened over 7 inches. Stretched. In 1989. I was the 14th person, not child, person in the Western Hemisphere to have it done. It's super advanced how they do it now, but I had to live in Shriners Hospital. I have pictures of it if you guys want to see it sometime. It was horrific. It wasn't me. Party. I can't wait to be able to have my nails done and my lashes done again. This is miserable for me, y'all, as a professional makeup artist. I can't because of surgery. That's what she said, Chimera. That's what she said. All right, guys, I'm out. You have a splendiferous Monday, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Keep your eyes peeled, y'all, because
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you.